Yeah, my brother, I'm afraid you have a few defects in perception, and I'm sure I do too. And this is why the Lord has called us to admonish, encourage, strengthen, instruct, and just help one another. And I see one glaring defect that I'd like to help you with, if I may. And you in turn will be able to help me, because it's something we all deal with. And it is the cross of Christ. It is our understanding of what it means to take up the cross. It is our understanding of what it means to follow the Lord. You mentioned somewhere that you were given as a proponent of this doctrine that God approves of homosexual practice as a cross to bear. I did not, no, you didn't say that, forgive me. You did not ask for this cross, I believe is more accurately stated. But you see, that is not the cross. That is really a vague complaint about something that you believe God has shown you and has caused you to act on, that's causing you some discomfort. But you see, the cross is the very thing that leads us to not complain. The cross is the very thing that causes us to see that everything that God does and gives is good. When Paul said, "I will glory in the cross of Christ, whereby the world is crucified to me and I am crucified to the world," he was speaking of deliverance. The cross is a means of deliverance. The cross is not a burden. The cross is not something that we have to bear. The cross is not a lisp. The cross is not being bald. The cross is not being short. The cross is not being fat. The cross is not missing a limb. The cross is not having a deadly disease. Now, when we have those things, the cross is what delivers us from feeling any self-pity about them. The cross is what allows us to rejoice in every situation. The cross is what gives us the peace of God. The cross is what delivers us from thinking that God would give anything that's a burden, a chore. You see, so when we understand that the cross is a gift, we never refer to it in any terms other than, "Thank you, Lord, for this. This is exactly what I need to get my eyes off myself." And right now I'm afraid you're rather involved with what you're going through. And when we are stimulated, either painfully, joyfully, whatever, it's easy to get our focus on ourselves. We become very aware of what we are feeling. And it is those times precisely that we need the cross, to get our eyes off ourselves, because we can easily become self-consumed. Now, I'm not accusing you of that. Forgive me if it sounds that way. But we do go through things following the Lord. But these things, as we go through them, as Paul went through jail, John through beatings, Paul through beatings, it was the cross that allowed him to rejoice. He realized, by the grace of God, these things are temporary and are working for him a far greater weight of glory. That is what the cross does. The cross delivers us from our perception of why and what things are happening to us, to their eternal value. So I would, if I could, if I may, commend you to consider that. That's stated wrongly, stated religiously. I just ask you to think about it. God bless you.